here we go. At the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, man, we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. I'm Alayla, and today's top story highlights our soccer team as they advance into the playoffs.
Today we're here with
Alan Lawyer.
And tell us about the playoffs against Tupelo.
Well, we played them Saturday. That was the first round of playoffs. We were down 1 in the first half, and then we came back in the second half to tie it 1-1. And then we went to extra time, still no goals. And then after extra time, we went to golden goal. And that's where we ended up scoring last minute, which was me. I scored the golden goal to win the game, and that was fun. Now we're going to round 2 of playoffs, and we play Lewisburg.
Our basketball team continues to dominate. Friday night, the teams faced off against South Haven and won.
All right, just kind of want to give a recap of the game on Friday against South Haven. If you wasn't there, you heard about it. It wasn't the same zest. And when I say you had 2 quality teams going at it, and you know our Horn Lake Eagles, we pulled that thing off. Had some very, very good play from several of my guys. Super proud of them. We locked in. We finished the deal. The crowd. It was almost like it was a home game the way, you know, our Eagle fans showed up. So I'm definitely excited about that. Again, 2 quality teams. Hey, it's on us, baby. Eagles, let's go Eagles.
Morning, everybody. Look, we played Friday. Friday night was a great atmosphere for basketball at South Haven. It was their senior night, and both teams spoiled their senior night, which I do like. You like that? I like that we spoiled their senior night. We both put the hammer down on them. We made them realize, hey, don't invite us for a senior night no more. But it was a great game between both teams, especially our game. I feel like we sent a message that we are Horn Lake. So we ended up winning by 20-plus points, which is pretty good. But tonight, I won't need everybody to come out tonight because this is a big game for the girls especially. This is for first place. They beat us the first time. I think we owe them this game. So y'all come out and support. It should be a great girls game, great boys game as well. Y'all come out support, all right?
Friday night, very exciting. The boys basketball team won. The girls basketball team won. Come in close, Dylan. And apparently the cheerleaders won.
Yes, we definitely did. Because it was a very packed game, and it was definitely a game to see. So if you missed it, I hate it for you. But yes, it's always a rivalry between South Haven and Horn Lake cheerleaders. I definitely feel like the cheerleaders did a very, very good job. And I feel like we definitely won that cheer battle. Great job, ladies. I'm very proud of y'all.
Alayla did mention that there were a few times she was tempted to let her cool slip.
Janelle is a really laid back and sweet young lady. And so I was like, this is not something Janelle would do. So I need to get myself together to be more like Janelle. We don't focus on many stories outside of Horn Lake, but today we wanted to highlight some environmental news.
In some interesting science news, TheVerge.com recently reported that the ozone layer is apparently mending itself. It seems rare these days that we hear good news when it comes to the environment. But now the holes in the ozone layer are diminishing, thanks to a decades-long global effort to repair it. Scientists first discovered a gaping hole over the Antarctic in 1985. A couple years later, countries around the world adopted a global effort to phase out ozone-depleting substances. And now, thanks to that work, Scientists expect the ozone layer to start looking more like its normal, healthy self in the coming decades. That lowers the risk of skin cancer and cataracts in people, as well as sun damage to plants and crops. By around 2066, the WMO thinks the ozone layer will be back to what it was in 1980 over the Antarctic before there was that gaping hole. Since ozone thinning has been the most severe there, other areas are expected to recover sooner. Up north over the Arctic, the ozone layer should look as it did in 1980 by 2045. For the rest of the world, that recovery is expected by 2040.
All right, so the ozone layer is a layer that's in the stratosphere of Earth, about 15 kilometers to about 18 kilometers high. It is consistent of O3, which is the ozone. And the ozone helps protect the Earth from UVB rays, which are cancer-causing rays. And so it has been recently repairing itself. And in 1985, there was a law that they signed worldwide, the Vienna Convention for the Protection of the Ozone. Every single country signed that bill that banned CFCs, or chlorofluorocarbons, which were used in air conditionings, propellants for bug spray and things like that. And so since those have been repaired, or those have been discontinued, the ozone has been able to start repairing itself. And they're expecting it to actually repair itself by approximately 2060 in the Antarctic hole.
Good morning. It's 2023. I'm sure a lot of us have New Year's resolutions, and a lot of them probably involve being healthy. So for the next few weeks, each week I'm going to talk to you guys, teachers, you as well, about ways to improve your health, improve your diet, and just being more aware of what we're putting in our bodies. We're going to start with the basics. We're going to start with looking at a nutrition's fact label. The FDA requires that these are on all commercially sold food and drinks. So when you look at it, the first thing you're going to see is the serving size at the top. You want to pay attention to that. For instance, yesterday, my daughter was eating a bag of chips, and when I glanced at it, it said there's 160 calories. Okay, that's not bad, but there's 3.5 servings in the bag. You eat the whole bag, and you have eaten 560 calories of empty calories. The general guideline is 2,000 calories a day. Of course, that varies based on your height, your weight, your activity level. You can visit myplate.gov, enter a little information, and get your specific needs. Of course, if you have medical conditions, your doctor would be the one to give you those. You want to be sure that you're choosing nutrient-dense foods. You want your calories to come from protein, healthy fats, whole grains, not from things like added sugar, saturated fat, and loaded with sodium. Next week, we'll look at what your plate should look like and how it should be balanced with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy protein.
This week's featured vocabulary words are disinclined, dismay, and disposition. Disinclined, unwilling or negative about something. Dismay, consternation and distress, typically that caused by something unexpected. Disposition, a person's inherent qualities of mind and character, an inclination or tendency.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention. There's a lot of important information we need you to know. Students, we will have a pep rally for juniors and seniors this Friday during second block. Be sure to dress in your Horn Lake Spirit colors. If you are looking to plug into the workforce or you have questions about work or career opportunities for both now and post high school, scan the QR code to set up a meeting with our new career coach, Miss Hennessy. Seniors, it's now time to start sending us pictures for the senior video. You can send pictures and videos to our email account, hornlaketv@gmail.com. FCS meets every Wednesday morning in the cafeteria at 7. We invite all students who are interested to come join. That's it for today's episode here at Horn Lake. We are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the back.
All right, and just for a recap, we did discuss with Riley. I just dropped her name. Riley about her birthday this weekend or coming up, and she has decided that a Posh nail party, which Posh is not the cheapest place on the planet to go get your nails, but she's scaled it back to just 2 friends. So her and 2 friends, which is way more affordable.
That is good, because I'm not even going to cap. I told my mom about that, and she said you should have just threw her the party.
Your mom rents out the FedEx Forum and brings Nelly to perform for your parties.
You are so funny, Lewis. No, I do think she deserves it, though. She's a really good kid.
You know what's going through Alayla's mind right now? I wonder how much it would cost to rent out the FedEx Forum and have Nelly come perform for my birthday party.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of